Michael Bay is a better director than Zack Snyder. And I know that's a crazy thing to talk about and mention, but I believe so. Because the Zack Snyder fans say that because Zack Snyder makes a big box office win, that shows that he's a great director, best director, whatever. And the reason why I say Michael Bay is better is because Michael Bay, every single one of his movies makes a lot of money in the box office. No matter what people say about the movies, how many people hate the movies, and all that stuff, you can't argue that the box office of his movies is amazing. And you would say that, oh, he's a terrible, Michael Bay's a terrible director. Well, so does Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder has a lot of hate that he gets from people that hate his movies and stuff. So it's the same kind of comparison. And another reason why I say Michael Bay is a better director is because Michael Bay is in the Criterion Collection. And if you don't know what the Criterion Collection is, then you should definitely look into movies, because the Criterion Collection is a group of movies that gets added saying that these movies revolutionized cinema, or was a big influence of culture, or something like that, So the fact that Michael Bay has 2 movies that he directed in the Criterion Collection really says something. So I think Michael Bay, in the perspective of the Snyder fans, Michael Bay is the best director. Because even with the Rotten Tomatoes score stuff, the Snyder fans said Rotten Tomatoes doesn't matter because it's biased and whatever. Michael Bay's movies, the majority of his movies, Rotten Tomatoes scores really, really bad. Very rotten in pretty much all his movies. If you say that Rotten Tomatoes doesn't matter, then that shouldn't matter either, right? And Michael Bay was constantly in talks to direct a DC movie, like ever since like pretty much the very beginning of the 2000s. He wanted to really direct a Lobo movie, which to me, in my opinion, he's the perfect director to direct a Lobo movie, because he has the same kind of personality as Lobo, where he has attractive women that are very sexualized and a lot of that and stuff, and also all about like power and powerful like main characters and stuff. And I like Michael Bay because he made the Bad Boys movies really good. And I even avoided watching the other Bad Boys movies because it's not directed by Michael Bay. And some of the Transformers movies, some of them went downhill since Michael Bay's not directing them. So I hope that the Transformers G.I. Joe movie is good, to show that Michael Bay doesn't need to direct it to make it good. Because I'm sort of a fan of Michael Bay, even though there's a lot of hate that comes to that situation. I'm on that side of liking Michael Bay versus the Zack Snyder stuff. I really, really dislike Zack Snyder. And the Zack Snyder fans, they love Zack Snyder, so I'm in the Michael Bay side. Yeah. So yeah. That's my video about that, and I just want to do this because I'm semi-trolling, because Michael Bay is a way better director than Zack Snyder is. And they come from the same kind of thing, like commercials and music videos and stuff. So yeah.